They didn't blow open the doors. They didn't trip a single alarm. In a city wired with cameras and crawling with law enforcement, someone walked into a secure vault, stole $30 million in cash, and disappeared like a ghost. No trace, no noise, no suspects. Just a perfect hole in a concrete wall and the biggest unanswered question in Los Angeles. Who pulled off the most silent heist in American history? How a crew of unknown criminals pulled off one of the biggest cash thefts in U.S. history and vanished without a trace. In the early hours of Easter Sunday, 2024, as families across Los Angeles gathered for celebrations, a small team of unknown perpetrators were orchestrating one of the most sophisticated and silent heists the city had ever seen. By the time employees returned to the vault facility on Monday morning, $30 million in cash had disappeared, without a single alarm being tripped, a camera catching a face, or a witness noticing a thing. The target? A Garda-World facility in Sylmar, a secure cash handling location used by banks, ATM companies, and major retailers. The break-in was so clean, so meticulous, that detectives would later call it surgical. But how does $30 million vanish into thin air? On Monday, April 1st, 2024, Garda-World employees returned from the long Easter weekend expecting a normal shift. Everything appeared normal at first. No broken locks, no alarms triggered. But as staff accessed the main vault area, they were met with an unsettling sight. A gaping hole had been cut clean through the rear concrete wall of the vault. Inside, rows of empty shelves and missing money bags told the rest of the story. The Los Angeles Police Department and FBI were brought in immediately. What they found left even seasoned detectives stunned. A hole in the wall. Rather than forcing open the vault door or tampering with security systems, the thieves had taken a more unconventional approach. They breached the building from an adjacent commercial unit. Records show the unit was rented weeks prior under a fake business identity. From there, the crew had spent days, possibly weeks, quietly tunneling or cutting through an extremely dense, 2-foot-thick concrete and rebar wall, bypassing security measures entirely. The method suggests not just skill, but inside knowledge. According to one LAPD detective, they knew exactly where to cut. They avoided every camera, every sensor. That's not luck. That's blueprint-level access. So far, authorities have no names, no credible suspects, and no recovered cash. The group left behind no fingerprints, no DNA, and no camera footage showing them entering or exiting the building. The only hard evidence? The hole they carved into the back of the vault. And the fact that they knew when the facility would be empty, how the security systems worked, and exactly where the money was stored. Investigators suspect this was the work of a highly professional criminal crew, possibly ex-military or with previous heist experience. The tools used suggest commercial-grade equipment, possibly including thermal saws, vibration-dampening mats, and portable power supplies. It's widely believed the thieves struck late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, exploiting the two-day holiday lull when security staffing was minimal or non-existent. Theories quickly began circulating about the possibility of an inside job. The vault's rear wall was unmonitored, a blind spot that would only be known to someone with knowledge of the building's layout. Security experts have stated that even the decision to attack the vault from a neighboring unit shows premeditation far beyond a typical break-in. Renting the adjacent unit gave the crew privacy to work slowly and precisely away from view. The FBI has since launched parallel investigations into current and former Garda-World employees, as well as contractors who may have worked on the building's original construction. So far, no links have been confirmed. Where's the money? Perhaps the most baffling aspect of the case is this: the money has vanished. Not a dollar has turned up in bank deposits, casinos, or large purchases. Authorities believe the crew quickly offloaded the cash, possibly laundering it through offshore accounts, shell companies, or black market currency brokers. Because the haul was in unmarked bills, mostly standard denominations used for retail ATM restocks, the cash is virtually untraceable. The reward for information stands at $50,000, but over a year later, there are no arrests, no confessions, and no major breakthroughs. With a take of $30 million, this heist now ranks among the largest in U.S. history, rivaling the infamous 1997 Dunbar armored robbery, $18.9 million, and the 1972 United California bank burglary, equivalent to $30 million adjusted for inflation. But unlike those cases, where suspects were eventually caught, this one remains unsolved. There are no security lapses to blame, no carelessness, only precision, silence, and shadows. This wasn't a smash and grab, says a retired U.S. Marshal who consulted briefly on the case. This was a ghost job, the perfect heist, and those don't happen often. Today, the World Vault has been reinforced. New security protocols, motion detectors, and expanded surveillance now blanket the area. But the damage has already been done. In the world of crime, silence is often the loudest clue. And in the case of the Los Angeles Vault heist, the silence is deafening. No fingerprints, no cameras, no suspects, just $30 million in vanished cash in a vault that now stands as a monument to mystery. Whoever pulled this off knew exactly what they were doing, and they haven't made a single mistake since. Maybe they're sipping coffee on a beach in another country. Maybe they're planning their next move. But one thing's for sure, until someone talks, this isn't just a crime, it's the perfect one.